Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And welcome to the Friday
Five.
Wow, that was a good one. All right, guys, let's get right into it.
Yes.
Number one on the Friday Five is how to keep track of your medical records and why it is so important after a car wreck.
Very important that you keep track of every single doctor that you see after a car wreck, every facility that you visit.
Make sure you keep records of all the bills, because you're going to receive some of those bills in the mail.
Yes.
And sometimes my clients don't give it to me, so I don't know about them.
Right. And the other thing, too, that people don't know or might not realize is a lot of the times when you get the bill, it's not probably from the doctor directly or the facility. It's probably from a company that is the one that actually takes care of the billing for them. So it is so important that you keep track of them and that you provide all that information to your attorney.
And that's super critical. We can't tell you how critical. And it's not usually just as easy as walking into your doctor's office to get the records. Normally, yes, there's another company, sometimes two different companies, one for billing and one for records. So make sure you keep track of all of those records. And I just want to mention, it's not in the article, but there are apps. Of course there are. There are apps that help you track all of your medical records and providers.
Right. I mean, some of these providers already have like patient portals set up, but you also have to, go in there and set up an account and do all that. And a lot of people don't really care to do that, but it is so important. So please take a moment to do that if they do have that available to you.
Absolutely.
Number two.
Okay.
Netflix new feature, Remind Me. So just when you think that, it doesn't get any better than watching shows with no ads or commercials, now you can actually ask Netflix to remind you when there's a new episode or a new season on your favorite shows.
Like we just found out, I think last night, that Jack Ryan came out with season 2.
Yes.
And I think it's been out for a little while now. We didn't know.
But we didn't know. It just came up on our feed, but I mean, we had no idea unless we were searching for it.
Also, they have a latest tab too. Now, they haven't rolled out all the features yet. I understand that some things are still coming, but that's a great feature by Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so love it. Thank you so much, Netflix. Really appreciate it.
Number three. Okay, so this ties into number one. Why are medical records so important in a car wreck case?
Right.
I think we've talked a little bit about that, but let me just mention that in the olden days, as Natalie would say, or Bethany
would say it.
In the olden days, we would write these really long demands, and they were, several pages long, and it was all about the medical and the treatment, and went into a lot of detail. We still do some of that, but really a lot of it comes down to what they call the CPT codes, and really that's just all these codes for the different procedures that it's hard to even know exactly what they are. But what's happening is these larger insurance companies are basically just entering those codes in to figure out what procedures were done, was it reasonable, and what the costs were.
Right. So it is so important. Again, provide us with all the medical doctors that you've seen after an accident, the medical facilities, and so that your attorney can go ahead and get some of these records need to be certified, or we have to have an affidavit attached to them. It is so critical that we get the right information from the beginning. Otherwise, there's always a delay, especially from hospitals. And then once you go to a hospital, there's all these doctors, and each of them have their own billing system. So it's so critical.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah. Number four.
And this is right up your alley.
Yes, I love whenever they give me a new tip on how to use my iPhone better.
There we go.
And this one is how to brighten a video on your iPhone before or while you're recording without having to stop your recording. And it's very simple. All you have to do is just tap on the screen, and there's going to be a little sun that is going to come up on there with a vertical line, and basically you just once you're tap on the screen, then just scroll, move it up and down, and that will give you a brighter or a darker scene as you're recording. You don't even have to stop your video. So test it out. It's pretty awesome. And now the new iPhone, I'm so excited about, has 3 new camera. I cannot wait to put my hands on that thing. So
that'll be, yes, I looked at it, and it has so many neat features too.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, that's the only camera you'll ever need. So
we'll definitely cover that on one of our Friday Fives.
Yes. All right, number 5. life.
Now, this is something I've been working on with our kids, how to teach your kids to be thinking like a business owner or like an entrepreneur.
Yeah, you got to start them early. You need to make sure that they have that mindset already, that this is something that they are interested in and this is something that they want to do. So when it comes time for them to, go through their school, there's a lot of programs they can do there to start taking advantage of it. Or if they start doing like dual credit, they can go ahead and start focusing on classes that really are gonna benefit them if they do decide to become a business owner. So make sure you check this article, because it is so important. I know that we've been trying to put that little seed in, especially Nathan, because he has that he probably is the one that looks like he might be the one to have his own business in the future. So we're trying to continue to feed it and give him more information and just plant that seed early enough.
All right, everybody, we hope you'll have a great week, and we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
All right, bye now.